Welcome back to Camp Cosmographia. The air's gone gold at the edges, the maples are whispering, and the fire is burning a little brighter tonight. Autumn camp has begun. Here we gather for stories, old ghosts and new ones, voices that have crossed centuries to find us. I'm Nina Alvarez, aka HallowNeen, and tonight we open the season with a special episode of Camp Cosmographia Radio. This performance features two members of our own Cosmographia community, reading from Early American Gothic stories and poems, a collection that reaches back into the dark heart of 19th century America. You'll hear writer Megan Hawley reading One Need Not Be a Chamber to be Haunted by Emily Dickinson, and musician Victor Alvarez reading Haunted Houses by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. To celebrate this performance and the reissue of Early American Gothic, we're offering the new hardcover edition to all paid subscribers of the Codex, free of charge. Early American Gothic Stories and Poems is the first volume in Cosmographia's By Candlelight series, bedtime stories for grown-ups. Curated by yours truly, it gathers haunting works written between 1820 and 1936 by authors like Poe, Hawthorne, Dickinson, Orton, Irving. Together they explore madness, mystery, and the supernatural heart of early American literature, stories meant to be read or heard by candlelight. It's a beautiful artifact, hardcover, large font, old illustrations, a book with comforting weight. But it's just the beginning of Autumn Camp. As the nights lengthen, more stories are on their way. Coming this season, on October 22nd, the next episode of Spartans, The Bracelet, a story of Halloween 1994, old world magic, and a friendship bracelet that bound more than anyone ever intended. Performed by voice actor Miko Steiner, paid subscribers can listen early, beginning October 20th. Then as Halloween nears, we share the winners of the Campfire Stories Objection contest, 3 haunting new tales exclusive to readers of the Codex. On October 28th, we begin with Shedding by Robbie Barlow, the story of a man who begins finding strands of hair in his shower that aren't his own, and the terrible truth waiting beneath the drain. On October 29th, The Union Forever by Gordon D. Laws, Jr. On a battlefield near Gettysburg, a wounded soldier awakens to bear witness to his own undoing. And on October 30th, Seekers by Lane Stellmaker. From New York to Ling, 2 lovers pursue ever greater ecstasies until the sacred and profane become one. Each of these stories will be published in its own issue of the Codex and performed by a different voice actor, handpicked by me. It's a fun process, feels collaborative. I like it. So wherever you're listening from tonight, the porch, the car, the couch, the dark of your own room, welcome back to camp. The fire's lit, the ghosts are awake, and it's time for Autumn Camp to begin. We'll start with One Need Not Be a Chamber to be Haunted by Emily Dickinson, read by Megan Hawley.
One Need Not Be a Chamber to be Haunted by Emily Dickinson. One need not be a chamber to be haunted. One need not be a house. The brain has corridors surpassing material place. Far safer of a midnight meeting, external ghost, than its interior confronting that cooler host. Far safer through an abbey gallop, the stones a chase, than unarmed one's a self-encounter in lonesome place. Ourself behind ourself concealed should startle most. Assassin hid in our apartment be horror's least. The body borrows a revolver, he bolts the door, o'erlooking a superior specter or more.
Now Haunted Houses by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow, read by Victor Alvarez.
All houses wherein men have lived and died are haunted houses. Through the open doors, the harmless family phantoms on their errands glide, with feet that make no sound upon the floors. We meet them at the doorway, on the stair. Along the passages they come and go, and palpable impressions on the air, a sense of something moving to and fro. There are more guests at table than the host invited. The illuminated hall is thronged with quiet, inoffensive ghosts, as silent as the pictures on the wall. The stranger at my fireside cannot see the forms I see, nor hear the sounds I hear. He but perceives what is, while unto me all that has been is visible and clear. We have no title deeds to house or lands, owners and occupants of earlier dates. From graves forgotten stretch their dusty hands, and hold and remain still their old estates. The spirit world around this world of sense floats like an atmosphere, and everywhere waves through these earthly mists and vapors dense, a vital breath of more ethereal air. Our little lives are kept in equipoise by opposite attractions and desire, the struggle of the instinct that enjoys, and the more noble instinct that aspires. These perturbations, this perpetual jar of earthly wants and aspirations high, come from the influence of an unseen star, an undiscovered planet in our sky. And as the moon from some dark gate of cloud throws over the sea a floating bridge of light, across whose trembling planks our fancies crowd, into the realm of mystery and night. So from the world of spirits there descends a bridge of light connecting it with this, over whose unsteady floor that sways and bends, wander our thoughts above the dark abyss.
I'm HallowNeen, and this has been Ghosts in the Archive from Camp Cosmographia Radio. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for keeping the stories alive. Until we meet again, stay curious, keep a campfire in your heart, and listen for what lingers in the dark.